Warning. Warning.
This show contains mature content. Listener discretion is advised.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
One angry New York City Puerto Rican decided to start a radio show, determined to piss the world off by shoving a mirror in front of society's face. He kicked them in the balls.
What are you? Who are you?
This is the Crotch Shot Radio Show. Crotch Shot Radio Show.
This is not a test. This is a broadcast transmission.
We're going to stay on the air.
And now, Louie B.
Welcome to the Crotch Out Radio Show, where we kick the issues in the balls. We're on an active war against bullshit. We will do anything and everything to expose bullshit. The ends sometimes justify the means. So if you're angry and want the truth exposed, then strap in and prepare to be shocked. This is Smash Mouth Talk. If you can't accept that, then fuck off. I am your host, Louie B. I takes no bullshit from nobody, but I do expose the bullshit of society, and I like to chop it up into easy to digest chunks for you. Today won't be any different. Again, there is fuckery afoot, and this shit this is one of my fucking pet peeves. This is something that, like, honestly, I've been dealing with for the past 2 fucking weeks, and it just angers me. It's double standards, and when you combine double standards with political correctness and selective enforcement of unwritten rules, or rules that are just not, are not stated, and you only selectively enforce those rules, I get pissed off. So, let me start off. I am pursuing a career in stand-up comedy here in New York City. As some of you may know, I've played some of my stuff here on this show. And, honestly, I'm sorry I haven't done this show for a few weeks. Been very busy. I am going to be doing the show, planning on doing the show more regularly again, since this show is one of my passions. Comedy is a passion of mine, and me doing this show, this podcast, is who I am. Being able to communicate to you guys out there is a pleasure. It is one of the things that I love doing. And I get real fucking listeners from all around the world. And I'm not just saying that. I've received emails from people from Europe, Italy, and whatnot that actually listen to my show. I've actually been told that this show has been listened to and enjoyed in an English class at an Italian university. And if you're listening right now, buongiorno, and yes. But if you're listening to me from a foreign country, feel free and tweet to me at LouisB1. I would love to hear from you. But yeah, so like I said, I am pursuing a career in comedy, and it's just it's really fucking hard. It really is. It's hard from a foreign. Oh my goodness! Okay. Let me lower this. Let me lower the volume. Alrighty, lowering the volume. It sounds like I was coming in a little loud. So feel free. I feel free and chat in the chat room there. So yeah. So 2 weeks ago, I was recently banned from an open mic. For those of you that don't know, an open mic is where comics go to practice or to practice their jokes, and they practice their jokes by by saying them. They tell it in front of an audience, and that's how they know, or that's how they know how to tweak a joke, or whether a joke is funny or not. Basically, it's a workout room. It's a place, you throw your jokes out there, and you know what? It really doesn't matter whether the joke is funny or not. It's maybe the joke is not done yet, or it hasn't fully matured. But most comics go to open mics to write. Basically, it's basically you go on stage and you write, and that's the only way comics know either to practice their joke or learn. Okay, I gotta rewrite it here, because you know what? Comics are the toughest audience. If you can make other comics laugh, then your joke is good. At this one open mic, I'm not going to state where, because it's let's just say it's in Brooklyn. There you go. I was banned, and according to the owner of the club, it's a liberal-minded room. And apparently this guy, he's an apologist for, he's basically a penis apologist. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm a man and shit, and that's fine. That's fine. He wants to be a social justice warrior. That's fine. It's his establishment. That's well in his rights. I'm a libertarian. Do whatever the fuck you want. But he banned me, and apparently, according to this, according to his email that he sent me, he banned me via email. He didn't have the fucking decency to say shit to my face. In fact, he didn't tell me that he had a problem from jump with me. Because I hosted an open mic at this guy's establishment. Well, guest hosted, and apparently I walked comedians. Okay. Alright, fine. He should have said something in the beginning. And I said and I said a joke. I said a joke out there, basically there was and yeah, you know what, if it's like, honestly, when I'm in a room full of just guys, I'm gonna talk a certain way. Like, and this was a joke, this was purely a joke, that, it's an offensive joke, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. The owner of the club passed another comic a candy bar. And he said, oh, well, maybe you should, I should start carrying chocolate. And I'm like, yeah, maybe you should start carrying chocolate, especially if you got all these fucking chicks coming up in here, help calm their asses down while they're on their period. Yeah, it was a highly misogynistic joke. It's like, fuck it. I guess that was the fucking second straw. And then I go up on stage. I finish my, my set, like with the new stuff I'm working on, and I said, "Fuck it, it's just dudes." let me do my offensive shit. I even said, hey, can I do my offensive shit? It's really misogynistic. Everyone was like, yeah. Honestly, I should fucking play it. I didn't upload it to... Like, I've been debating whether or not I should just fucking release it. Because, honestly, this is the set I did. Like, I did, most of the insults thrown at women are just not accurate anymore. Like, I wouldn't call a woman a bitch because female dogs are loyal. I wouldn't call a woman a whore because that implies you get what you pay for. I wouldn't call a woman a cunt because, women are neither pleasurable or stimulating to be around. And, and everyone's like, well, not everyone, but a good amount of the guys in the audience were laughing. Like, some of them were uncomfortable, which, that's what the joke, that's really the not the object, the point of the joke was to, like, it was like, pushing the envelope. And I'm really going to get into the whole double standard of me doing those jokes and people getting offended, people getting uncomfortable. And all of a sudden, and apparently there was like a television producer making a deal with the owner in the back of the club. And I found this out after the fact. I didn't know this was going on at the time. And, I'm sorry. I'm just like honestly, I'm just fucking pissed off. Oops, I'm still so fucking pissed off right now. So let me lower this a little bit more because I just heard myself again. So, apparently the guy, the television producer, wanted to, like, back out of the deal because he's like, oh, you allow this in your club? I can't do business with you. And the owner had to go, and he ended up saving the deal. He ended up getting his money. So I get this email saying, don't come back. I've had a problem with you for a while. Which he didn't fucking tell me. I was not told any rules. I wasn't given a warning like, hey, don't do this. Don't talk about women that way or whatever. You're making women uncomfortable with your jokes. Nothing. Heard diddly squat. However, the double standard comes where, and this is what kind of pissed me off, because just now, which inspired me to do the show, I saw a female comic, and and I actually had her on this show. She posted a joke saying, I call men faggots until they fuck me. Alright, if I was to say a version of that joke, the shitstorm I would catch. And this is and this is what pisses me off. It's like, okay, people are actually like clicking, laughing out loud. It's funny, but isn't faggot a bad word? Isn't faggot homophobic? Saying faggot homophobic? Isn't calling anyone a faggot wrong according to the PC police? According to these progressives, which in my opinion, these progressives are bigger bullies than real conservatives. Like me politically, I'm a libertarian, which means I don't give a fuck if you're gay, straight, bisexual, transgendered, black, white, purple, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what your lifestyle is. I don't feel like I have the right to tell you how to live. I don't feel, but I don't feel like I should have to pay for it. Do whatever the fuck you want as long as it's not hurting anybody else. I give no fucks. If I see two guys holding hands, live, mazel tov. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. You want me to join in? No thank you. I guess I would be flattered because, at this point, if I can inspire sexual feelings in anybody, it would be a boost to my ego. But, I would kindly decline. Like, I've never been a part of, like, let's kill gays, let's beat the shit out of faggots. Like, nah, it's like, I don't care. I don't care. And I think that should be enough that I don't care. You want equal rights? Sure. Okay, boom. But I'm not going to go out of my way. That's fair. But anyway, she says that, and she also has a history of saying some anti-male stuff. But it's okay, because she's a girl. And the thing is, and this is what everyone fucking doesn't get. This is what a lot of people just don't fucking get. It's like, oh, you're punching down. I've been told I punch down. Oh, that's assuming that women are below me. And I don't believe women are below me. I don't believe they're above me. I believe we're equal. Which is why I feel comfortable doing supposed misogynistic jokes. Like, and why am I doing this without music? Jesus, I keep forgetting to turn on the music. So, we got Ben Cruz up in the chat room. What up, Ben? Hey, if you guys are listening, feel free. Chat. This is an interactive show. This is an interactive show, so. And I really should be going to sleep because I got work early in the morning. But I'm just, like, this shit has my fucking blood boiling. Because I'm so fucking tired of this. Like, honestly, I believe in the free market. And, okay, I understand. If my misogynistic jokes are not working, they're not getting me work. Then, you know what? I haven't even said or written those types of jokes in over a year. But I wanted to test it out at an open mic. Not at a real show. At an open mic, I just wanted to test it out. And I thought that's what an open mic is for, but apparently not all open mics are created equal. Certain groups are able to be attacked. Like, if I was to say nigga on stage, someone is allowed to run up on stage and punch me in the face. Case in point, if I was to say, how do you starve a black man? You hide his food stamps in his work boots. Racist. Oh my god, you're racist. Say that joke, how do you starve a Puerto Rican? Hide his knife in his fucking work boots. Ha 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 ha, high comedy. Which, I have no problem with racist jokes towards anybody. I have no problem. But don't fucking come out with... Don't say... Don't laugh at one joke and then try to poo-poo another joke. Like, what in the fuck is that shit about? And this is something that constantly it just pisses me off. Like, I don't, like, you know, and it's like, oh, you're a misogynist, it is, you know, we're tired of being attacked. Like, you know what? No. I don't apologize for being a male. I will never apologize for my masculinity. I will never apologize for being a libertarian. I will never apologize for not wanting to support Hillary or Bernie Sanders or fucking Trump. But the thing is, I don't like Trump for a different reason. I'm not lazy about that shit. I don't believe Trump is racist. I don't. because he was talking about illegal immigration. And honestly, I agree with him when it comes to illegal Mexicans, because I've seen it. I've read the news where illegal Mexicans have raped and murdered people. I have read news stories where illegal Mexicans were illegals that were criminals with it from Mexico, and they came here because Vicente Fox emptied out the prisons and told them, go to America. Gave them GPS, gave them water, said, here, there you go. Goodbye. Go to America with that bullshit, I guess. And the fucked up thing is, Mexico has a barbed wire fence, has a wall defending its borders. I believe every sovereign nation has a right to defend its border any way they see fit. But I'm not voting for Trump because he is not a libertarian. He does not share the same views, the same political views that I want in a president. But these liberals, they're like, hey, he's the rapist, he's this, like, first of all, you can't, they did the same shit to Dr. Ron Paul. Now, like, he's a racist. Yeah, he delivered a mixed couple's baby when at the time, no hospital, no doctor would deliver this couple's baby. He did it. He's even talked about the how black men are unfairly charged when it comes to drug crime, and that's why we should end the drug. Well, that's which is part of the reason why we should end the drug war. Oh no, Ron Paul's crazy. It's like, no. Liberals, you're crazy as fuck. Bernie Sanders is gonna fuck us all. Hillary is gonna kill. Hillary. If anybody's gonna get us into World War III, is fucking Hillary. Like, fine, don't vote Trump, but don't vote for Hillary or Bernie Sanders either. Like, honestly, how's about at this point, let's think outside the fucking box. How's about we vote with what's right? And the candidate that I'm voting for, I'm voting third party. Yeah, it's a fuck you vote. It is my fuck you vote. And that's how I've always voted third party, because I can't stand Democrats and Republicans. I can't stand them because they are the same. They are a different side of the same coin. They're both controlled by the same bankers, the same global elite. That's where the fuck I come from. I want Bernie Sanders because I'm gonna get free shit. I'm gonna, Puerto Ricans got no souls. They're both controlled by the same bankers. You know. And I'm really, it's really, it gets fucking annoying. It's like, oh, you can't joke about this, but you could joke about that, and oh, you know, men have been in control for thousands of years. And you know what? There's certain things in history, like the rule of thumb. That rule of thumb where, oh, you can only beat a woman with a stick no thicker than your thumb. That was never a thing. That was never a fucking thing. That's a common misconception. The Rosie the Riveter, oh, we can do it. That was never a thing either. She was a fucking model. It was a propaganda poster. That was never a thing. And look, I'm not saying women shouldn't have equal rights. I'm an egalitarian as well. Everything should be equal. If you have the ability to do it, you should be allowed to do it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, and you should be paid the same as everyone else. If you're gonna put in equal work, equal pay. And if you sacrifice and grind hard and you're pulling the overtime, you should get paid more for the more effort, depending whether you got a dick or a pussy. Duh. I don't believe women should be hit for no reason, unless they fucking start in and coming at you with a knife and you're defending yourself. That's a whole different story. But, oh, you burnt the rice? Papa! No. That's, no. Hell no. Hell no. If you're being abused, if you're abusing your girlfriend or wife, I hope you fucking die. Because you're a fucking coward. If you freaking hate your chick that much, fucking leave. Fucking leave. If you hate your chick that you need to hit her, leave. Keep your fucking hands to yourself. Like, I don't believe men own women. I don't believe a man can own a woman. I don't believe that shit. We did a show about nice guys on For Love and Play, the other podcast that I do. And the thing is, I've seen, first of all, if you consider yourself a nice guy, you've already losing. Because being a nice guy, if I remember correctly, the etymology of that is you're a fool. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. In fact, you should strive to be a good man. Like, I don't consider myself a nice guy. No, far from it. I try to be a good man. And even if I am a good man, if I do a favor for a woman, I'm not expecting her to blow me. I'm expecting her to treat me like I'm a fucking human being and say thank you. That's the most. I give up my seat, not because I hope. Like, a lot of times when I give up my seat, I don't ask for her number, I walk away. Like, here, there you go, you're welcome, bye-bye. That's it. Like, honestly, I'm really uncomfortable when I hear a man's like, hey, baby, nice tits. It makes me uncomfortable. It's like, really? But the funny thing is, sometimes that shit works. I've actually seen it work. Like, oh my god, thank you. Like, what the fuck? Like, okay. I mean, I don't do that shit. I mean, you know how many times where, like, I'm on the train and I, meet eyes with a chick and she smiles at me and I smile back, but I walk away. Because I already assume in my head, as a natural defense, this ain't gonna end well for me. Walk away. Walk it to myself. So I think, even though that whole thing, that whole thing with walking down the street for 10 hours, I think that shit was complete bullshit. And it turned out to be complete bullshit. But the thing is, to automatically say, you hate women. You hate women. So lazy. It's so lazy. Especially when you hear jokes from female comics. Like, oh, well, like, guy's trying to fuck me. Ew. I refuse to be a part of a society that will demonize me for being a man. Demonize my masculinity. And that's what's going on. So it's we got Christy in the chat room where she say, how'd Obama's free shit work out? I'm so getting kicked out of hospitals. There was plenty of work years ago, but these last 2 terms have proven socialism doesn't work. Yep. Yeah. Whoa, we love Obama. I'm talking like she's like, LOL, who's demonizing your man? I'm talking about in general. They like they demonize masculinity in general. It's like they make fun of it, but if I was to make fun of, you know, women, or if you're, you know, like the whole double standard, you know, a rape. If we talk about a rape joke about when it comes to a man getting raped, women, like, you know what? I mean, I hate this double standard. I really hate this double standard. Like, honestly, if we're gonna go into a more accepting era in human existence, then shouldn't all jokes like that, all types of racist jokes, all types of sexist jokes, like, honestly, how the fuck are we supposed to heal the rift between men and women if you can make certain jokes about guys, like it really, certain jokes about guys, but you can't say certain jokes about women. Like, how's about we fucking start from the beginning? Like, just like, okay, thousands of years, okay, are bad. Equality from now on. And if these certain jokes are offensive, then hey, how's about we not all do them? Have an agreement amongst ourselves. So I'd like to give a big shout out to everyone that's listening. Everyone that's listening right now. We got Ben Cruz, we got Christy. Who else? Who else is in the chat room? Who else? As I wait. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I've had my issues with women, personally, which is why I made those types of jokes, because I was working, you know, I was doing what I guess every comic since the beginning of time has done, is work out their issues on stage, but apparently you can't do that no more. So, like, now in the comedy community, I'm pretty much getting shunned. I mean, I have been doing a lot of shows. Now I'm doing more shows now. I did a show on Friday. I did 2 shows in Staten Island last week. I might have another show this Friday, which barking. Holy shit! I was barking on Friday. Ben Cruz saw me on the street. Like, which kind of opened my eyes to one thing. It's like, you hear, oh, women are afraid walking through the street because at any given time they can get raped. The way I was fucking spoken to by these chicks, I was screaming, stand up. Start your weekend off right with stand up comedy. Come laugh with us. We got a bunch of comics that perform all around the city. Fuck you, fat ass! Like, what the hell? Go fuck yourself! Like, wow, these chicks have no fear. They really don't. They really truly believe. They really know nothing's gonna happen to them. Where's this fucking, oh, I'm afraid to walk through the streets? But I can't really say that fucking joke. I can't even say that shit. It's like, oh my god, years of women being raped. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but like when you say that, it's like if I was afraid of, like, honestly, whenever I go into certain neighborhoods I'm unsure about, you know what I do? I keep my mouth fucking shut. I don't go, fuck you, nigger. I like, no. I don't do that shit. If I was truly in fear of my life on a daily basis. Shit, if I was in a situation where I'm afraid for my life on a daily basis, I would be walking through the streets like fucking Solid Snake from fucking Metal Gear Solid. Trying to sneak past everybody like, ring! Uh-oh, they spotted me. Mission failed. And honestly, most of the problems I've had are from a rumors because of a certain comic that I used to be friends with, who I was friends with before they were a comic, and even she admitted she was leading me on, and she wanted to fuck with my head and play games, and knowing full well that she would piss me off. And after she said, don't call me, don't do this, that, fine, and I respected her wishes and didn't call, she continued to call me. She continued to call me on the phone, text me, to say why I'm a piece of shit, why we weren't right for each other. I'm like, alright, fine, I get it. I wasn't calling you. I was gonna leave you the fuck alone. But now you won't leave me alone. So basically, she wanted it so that way I don't call her, but she could call me and harass me whenever the fuck she felt like it. And I got pissed off, and I didn't handle it well. So I posted a personal chat of her threatening to kill herself if I didn't prank call her ex-boyfriend. And that made me look like a bully. I fell right into her trap. She used my rage against me. Good job. In fact, she still calls me. She called me over the summer last year. When she flipped crazy. When she flipped crazy at a comedy show she was doing. But hey, she doesn't get the stigma. I get the stigma. And people, of course, add shit to it saying, oh, you stalking her. You harass her. You're a rapist. You make people feel uncomfortable. How? So, yeah. It just this whole fucking thing amazes me. Like, I didn't know. If I would have known now about comedy, if I would have known then what I know now about comedy, I probably still would be doing comedy, but I would have been doing it a lot differently. I wouldn't have made the jokes. I wouldn't have felt safe to try to excise my demons with humor. But the funny thing is, I mean, there's all these protective groups that you can't joke about because, hey, you know, honestly, liberals, you believe that they're below you, which is why you feel like you can't talk about them. That's the whole fucking reality of it. Oh, well, I'm above them and I feel sad. Really? You actually do believe you're above them. You think you're better than them on some certain way. You have a leg up on them in some certain way and you feel guilty about it. That's a mental illness on your part. That's the fucking hilarious thing about it. And the people that get offended by those certain jokes, you feel like you're below everybody. So that's a mental illness on your part. So we got the people that believe that they're above others, and we got the people that believe that they're below others. And they feel like they need extra protections, and these people are apologizing for nothing. All this is fucking illusion. Like, honestly, if I was as violent as they fucking say I was, I mean, Jesus. Oh, you know, I'm lucky he isn't making he didn't threaten me. Go fuck yourself. Like, you're that important for me to waste my time to march over to where you're at and fight. Over what? Over what? There are other open mics. There are other open mics that will allow me to truly experiment and develop my voice. And if you know what, if the misogynistic jokes don't work, which you know what, honestly, they don't. I mean, sometimes they do work in certain rooms, they do, but as a whole, they don't. But I feel like there's like, I grew up with comedians like Jim Norton, Patrice O'Neal, Bill Hicks, Sam Kinison. Hell, everyone's like, oh, I love Richard Pryor. But if Richard Pryor was coming up now, these motherfuckers would ban. He would be getting banned too. And I'm not trying to compare myself to Richard Pryor or Bill Hicks or Sam Kinison. Hell no, I'm not. I'm not that good. Yet. But I'm just making a point. These guys wouldn't make it into today's society. And honestly, I don't like a lot of the comics that are coming up now. It's like, oh my god. It's like, oh shit, it's always with a fucking, let's just play it, we're gonna play it safe edginess. Like Amy Schumer. I don't like Amy Schumer's shit. It's been done. It was done. The guy's been doing it for years. But it's like, oh my god, she's a semi-attractive woman. And I'm being nice. And it's like, oh my god, this is so charming. She's refreshing. She's doing it. And she doesn't even have to try hard. And now she's this anti-gun person trying to get rid of Second Amendment rights because some wackadoo opened fire through her shitty movie. I seen it. It was shitty. It's like, oh my god. I mean, and you know, I'm not even gonna go into that because that's a subject for a whole different fucking podcast. And of course, Christy is promoting her shit. Christy-Chakowski.pixels.com, where you could see her pictures that she takes. Wow, these are really pretty. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty. So yeah, check those out. Like, I want to open it up. I got my Skype open. If you guys want to come in, it's Crotch Shot Radio. Got my Skype going. I mean, and the funny thing is, when I tell these jokes to non-comedians, they fucking laugh. They're roaring. Like, with a real audience, this shit would kill. I mean, I don't, like, you should be free to make any types of jokes you want. But can we end the motherfucking double standards? Like, please? It's either okay, it's all okay, or none of it is. If we're gonna be gatekeeping fucking comedy, or we're gonna be controlling what type of voice is heard. And if you own a fucking establishment and you don't want certain jokes, hey, how's about you put up a sign or something, or make an announcement like, hey, these types of jokes will not be tolerated. Because I sure as fuck I'm not going to be like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't do that. Because you know what? I believe in being able to goof about anything and everything. So, oof. Damn, I've already been doing this for an hour? Well, 47 minutes. Talking all this shit. So, again, chat it up. What we got? I got like over 20 people listening right now. Like, honestly, tweet me your responses at LouisB1. I like, if you're listening to it as a recording, I want to hear from you at LouisB1. I want to hear it. I want to hear your opinions on this topic. Like, seriously. Oh, you know, I just call guys faggots until they fuck me. Like, if I was to say I just call women cunts until they fuck me, oh, the shitstorm. The shitstorm. Oh, you just mad because you're not getting fucked. Oh, get away with that lazy shit. That lazy cop-out fucking rehearsed fucking scripted fucking response thinking you're fucking clever. Go eat a dick. Get your vitamin D, it'll do you good. So anyways, fuck it, let me promote some dates here. If you are in the New York City area and you want, and you like me and support me and want, come see me on Saturday, April 16th. I'll be performing live at the Broadway Comedy Club, located at 318 West 53rd Street, New York, 10019. Please call the reservation hotline at 212-726-2496. The number is open 24/7. Just leave a message. Tell them I'm going to see Louis B on April 16th at 6 p.m. Blah, blah, blah. Tickets are $20 plus a 2-drink minimum. If you go through the door. And you know what? Fuck it. I will pay the $20 cover for 2 people. If you're in the New York City area, just you call, you confirm, I will pay for you. Para las dos gentes. Go to my Facebook account, facebook.com/LouisBComedy for all the details. Feel free and like, comment, subscribe to this. Click the heart right here on this podcast. Click the heart if you're listening to me on Spreaker. If not, we are on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, iTunes, Podcast.com, and Stitcher. Yes, we are on the Stitchers. So, So again, I'd like to thank everyone for listening. And as always, from my house to your house, mahalo.
That's the end of my show. Donk.